Morning, even afternoon, Timthetatman 2. We got a banger for you today, baby. I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for this. What we got for you here is me talking about the Dallas Cowboys playoff game that I was at, and on top of that, what my thoughts are on the game itself. Figured I'd put this one out there because so many of you are curious what I thought. If you enjoyed this and my pain, drop a like, share it with a friend, sub if you've not yet. Most importantly, though, be sure to tell somebody you love them. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. I have zero comment. I don't have any comment on the Dallas Cowboys game. No, nothing. You're not going to hear anything. All right. I have no comment. And that's the end of it. All right. I'm moving on. I'm not talking about it. I'm moving on, dude. All right. And and on top of that, minimum dono today, $100. Suck my. Okay. So if you want to try and talk, if you want to try and say trash, you know what I mean? You got to pay. I'm still like not okay. I'm still like, what's the word I would use? I am still, I think the word I would use is I'm still like, is festering the word I'm looking for? Like it is still, I'm still mad. I am still mad. I'm going to be honest. I really am. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a sport, I guess. And I'm just a fan. And, F it. Always next year, I guess. Emotional damage. Yes. It's, yeah. I'm still emotional for sure. I am, bro. You know, you reflect on it, right? The game's over, obviously. You know, one thing I'm going to talk, you know what, dude? I'm going to talk about the Cowboys game. And just to be clear, the $500, that was from the last stream. Fuzzy is not here this morning with $500, just to be clear. But the minimum dono is 100. So unless someone donates 100, that's going to sit there. Okay. I'm just going to get this over with. Here's my thoughts on the whole Cowboys game. All right. 55R had money on the game, the referee, and that's the end of it. And he can't change my mind. 55, that guy 55R, I don't know who he is. His name was R55, okay? He had it out, dude. The refs didn't want the Cowboys to win. Didn't want it. And you know, that's a hard pill for everyone to swallow. It is. Okay. Here, okay. I'm going to be a realistic Cowboys fan here. Okay. I'm going to be realistic. All right. The referees don't want the Cowboys to win. Okay. Okay. I am going to be a realistic Cowboys fan. Okay. You ultimately, it should not have come down to the last play. We had, I think it was 13 penalties. You're not gonna win a football game with 13 penalties. I've never seen so many. There was like defensive holding calls. It's just, bro, they were beating themselves flat out. And it should not have. It was 14 penalties, right? It shouldn't have come down to that very last play. I think the reason the loss hurt so bad is because I was on an emotional roller coaster. I really was. At the beginning of the game, I said, do you guys remember I said two things about, I don't know if I actually said it on stream. Did I say, I said, here's what the Cowboys have to do. The Cowboys have to lock up Deebo Samuel because he's insane, and he is. And they also have to be able to stop the run game. And they really couldn't do both, unfortunately. Like, Deebo was unreal. And is it Mitchell? Mitchell was good too. It was like the two. I don't know. Did I say that on stream? I don't know if I said it to you all, but I definitely said it to my friends. I was like, if the Cowboys are going to win, they have to lock up Deebo. You have to have him locked up, and you can't let them get a run game going. And of course, first drive, first play, Deebo gets like a 25-yard run. It was like the worst. It's like It was like the two things I said came to one, and I was like, oh, that's good. And when I saw the 49ers come out, I knew we were going to be in trouble that first drive. I knew it. I did. And so here's kind of how the game went for me. I was on it was like just emotional roller coaster, bro. Like the start, I was hyped. 49ers, after their first drive, I'm like, that's not good. We go 3 and out. I'm down even worse. 49ers drive back down. We do hold them to a field goal. So that actually gave me a little hope. I was like, that's kind of nice. And then eventually, the game goes on. And I'm sure a lot of you watched it, but it's like there were these highs and lows where it's like, oh, we score. Oh, they stopped us. But honestly, the real emotion ruined me in the fourth quarter. That fourth quarter, I have never felt such highs and also such lows in one 15-minute football quarter. It was like we scored and we had a chance, right? And I was like, oh my God, we got a shot, right? Then it runs down to like what? There was like 4 minutes left and the 49ers had the ball. And I'm like, it's done. I was like, game's over. They're just going to run the clock out. And then okay, wait, even before that, the interception. You guys remember the interception? So like I was down bad. I'm like, dude, we can't stop them. Nothing's going to happen. It was like, I think 8 or 9 minutes left in the fourth. Dallas gets an interception and I'm high, bro. And the thing is, like, I will say that was my first ever playoff game of being a Cowboys fan. That was really cool to be at because the volume that was in that stadium after that interception was crazy. And, dude, it was like, so like we got the interception and I was like, oh my God, we have a chance. And then we don't do anything with it. And I'm like, I hate everything. And then wait, my timeline's probably all jacked up here because it was like I had like 17 beers, but it's like we got the interception and then we had to punt, right? And then we had a fake punt. Oh my God. And the fake punt worked. I was lit. You guys remember that? I was lit, right? And then Dak runs it in for a touchdown and we're down 7, right? 23-17. Wait, 6. My math right? I can't do math. Anywho, Dak scores the rushing touchdown. And I'm like, oh my God, we got a shot, right? It was like the punt, the fake punt into Dak rushing in, and we were down by 6, right? So we could have won. And then, and then the 49ers get the ball again. And then I'm pretty sure the 49ers had a delay of game when it was like 4th and 1. Isn't that what happened or something? Or it was like 3rd and 1? And like I said, my timeline, the emotions and I was all over the place during this last like fourth quarter. And it was like, I think there was a delay of game. They were like 3rd and 1 or a false start or something like that. And then we stopped them. And I was like, oh my God, we got a shot here. And so, like I said, it was like this high and then low and then high and then Kittle. You guys remember the Kittle pass? I thought that was a turnover. I was like, when Kittle had the ball and fumbled it, I didn't know that it hit the ground. I didn't know. And I thought that was a turnover. So I was on cloud 9. I'm high-fiving everyone that it turns out it wasn't a turnover. So I was like, frick. Then we stop him. Then we get the ball back. And then what I specifically, so the fourth quarter in a nutshell, my highs, it was like I was on Mount Everest, and my lows, it was like I was just in the depths of like the Grand Canyon. I was like, dude, it was like I was so lit, and then I was like, oh my God, we're going to lose. Oh my God, we have a shot. Oh my God, we're going to lose. And then finally that last drive, dude. And how many seconds did we have with that ball? I think we had like 40 seconds on like our 20. And I don't know where, and it was like, we're going along. We had that one little trick play right out the gate, right? Where we passed it and then did a lateral. I can't remember. There's probably a proper term for that football play, but it was like you pass it and then it's like a lateral back, and like we got out of bounds, and I was like, okay, we got like a 15, 20 yard gain. Did a couple quick outs, right? We don't have any timeouts. A hook and ladder. Thank you. That's the term I was looking for. And I'm like, oh my God, we're driving. Holy shit, we have a shot, right? And so all of this last drive, my emotions are building up, and I'm like, I am lit. I am like so happy because I genuinely thought we were going to drive down with like 40 seconds with no timeouts, score a touchdown, and win the game. And then we have 14 seconds left and no timeouts. And some of the quick slants, the out routes, they're working good. And we run a draw. And it's like in that moment when I saw that draw and I was like, holy shit, we're running it straight up the middle. Two things went in my head. In the exact moment I saw Dak was keeping it, I was like, oh my God, what are we doing? That was the literal first thought that came in my head. Why are we doing this? That was the first thing I thought of. Second thought that kind of came in my head right after, holy shit, this could work. That was those were the two thoughts I had right there, where I was like, oh my God, what are we doing? And then holy shit, this could work. Because it's like so unexpected. It's like, why would they do that? And then they just run right up the middle. I think here's what I think really went wrong. Well, let me just show you. You know what? I'll show you guys. I'm sure a lot of you. I actually tweeted this. My buddy Matt recorded me at the end of the game for that last play. So this is probably the best way just to show you all what I was like in this very, very last play right here. Right here, thought, holy shit, what are we doing? And then also second thought, holy shit, this could work in the same moment. Okay. Looking fun. Bro, I'm so glad that my buddy recorded that. But dude, side note, Sim's face. Look at Sim's face right here. Watch, bro. Watch Sim, dude. Look at. That was watching this back because I'm locked in, bro. And Sim's like looking at me like, what is happening? I couldn't believe it. I was literally stunned, bro. So that was that very last play. And if you go back and you look at my Twitter, you can really see the highs and lows that I was on throughout the whole game. But that last play, okay. I'm just going to say, okay. Do I like the play call? No, I don't. I don't like that play call. The quick throws were working. I kind of get it. Like you're like, it's an unexpected thing, but and honestly, to be honest with you, if Dak went down a bit, and obviously this was all hindsight. That what the word is hindsight. If Dak went down a bit earlier, maybe say that he slid with 12 seconds left, and maybe we get the spike off and we get one more play, right? But then there's one thing I want to come And whoa, there's one thing I want to say in Dak's defense, okay? I see everyone saying that Dak should have handed the ref the ball, right? And people are saying right now, this guy Scott, give the referee the ball. This referee, and I say, oh, it's the ref's fault. They rigged it for money. I just to be clear, I don't think it's rigged for money, but I do think that this ref, I mean, people said for Dak to give the ref the ball, right? This referee is 30 yards away when Dak slides. Okay, I know I say, oh, dude, the refs are against the Cowboys, and it's kind of like a meme. But, like, in Dak's defense here, okay, this ref is... Brother, he is 30 yards away, literally. I don't, bro, a lot of you are saying he's got to find it. Homie, that ref, you got to understand in that situation, that ref's got to be up on top of that, bro. 100%. Running with Dak. There ain't nothing you can tell me otherwise. That ref should have been on him, literally. He should have been. I'm not a professional referee. I'm a professional beer drinker and football watcher. And as that fucking ref in that kind of a situation, right? You are down by 6. There are 14 seconds left. I need you to have a little more fucking urgency than being 30 yards away from the slide that you know's coming. Okay? I'm not, and I've said, oh, dude, the refs rigged it for money. I do think that ref fucked up there. I will 100% say that because the situation given, you got to be on top of that so it doesn't come down to what happened, which it did. Nah, that's not even a copium, bro. If this happened to any other football team, that ref got to be on top. Don't care. I've been watching football my whole life, okay? Dude. I understand there are misplays with referees, and I understand there are some calls that it's like, well, that didn't really go our way. In the situation that we were in, I need this referee, this guy, to just have a little more urgency and awareness of the fucking situation that is going on. We are in the playoffs. We are down by 6. You know we're going to slide. Right? It's obviously we're going to slide, and I need you to not be 30 yards away, maybe 5 to 10, a little more on top of it. That's all I'm saying. A little more urgency. I would have really appreciated a little more urgency out of the referee there. I would have. So now, am I blaming the refs solely for the Cowboys' loss? Yes. I'm trolling. No. At the end of the day, and this pains me to say it, because Jimmy fucking Garoppolo beat us, the 49ers played better. They came out hot. They played way better than us in the first quarter. We beat them in the second quarter. We did. We played better in the second quarter, but it was kind of too little too late. And the reality is that if you give up 14 penalties, you're probably not going to be able to overcome that and beat the team. In the playoffs, if you have 14 penalties, you're putting yourself in an immediate disadvantage. If anything, Cowboys really beat themselves with that. If you got 14 penalties in a playoff
So basically what Tim is trying to say is the Cowboys lost to themselves.
Basically. And I will say too, the quarterback draw, bro, that was wild. That, like, I couldn't believe we tried that. It was so random that I couldn't believe that we really tried it. And I do think that was a misplay too. And I really do hate, and like I said, I'm mad that I had hope. I kept getting hope. I kept losing my hope and like, oh, dude, we're done. We're going to lose. And so I kept like losing. I would like have hope, and then I would lose hope, and then I would get hope back. And the problem is, it like right down to the very end, I had hope, and then it was stripped away from me. So if Dak goes down earlier, we could get the snap off 100%. If we don't run a QB draw, might have a 2 Hail Mary kind of opportunity. And also, I'm not blaming the refs. I'm not. I know I say they rigged it for money and all that bullshit, obviously, whatever. I mean, we had 14 penalties. We're not going to win. But I really do think that last referee should have had a hair more urgency given the situation that he should be on top of that ball for us to try and get the snap off. And ultimately, I gotta give credit to 49ers fans. Been to a couple home games now in Dallas. I have never seen so many opposing team fans. I couldn't believe it. I was blown away. I truly was. It didn't almost, to be honest with you, didn't fully feel like a home game. Like, we had the ball and I heard a defense thing like loud as shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So I got to give credit to the 49ers fans, bro. They showed up for sure. There were so many of them there. It was crazy. So Doc was right. Dude, Doc did say that and he was right. He was. I tried to like link up with Doc, and I don't know if he was just fucking hammered or something, but like he just never texted me back. I'm still kind of down bad a little bit. I really am. And I think the reason I feel sad still about the loss is just because, like I said, how I kept just having more hope, I kept experiencing the feeling of hope, and then it kept being stripped away from me. And I almost wish we got fucking hammered. Like, I wish we lost almost like the Patriots, because it would have been an easier pill for me to swallow. It really would have. Like, if we just got rocked, like, hey, no offense, Patriots fans out there, y'all got smoked. Okay, I kind of wanted that low key than just the hope and the highs and the lows that I was going through in that fourth quarter, bro. Someone goes, as an Eagles fan, no, you don't. Everyone's been tagging me in every single Dallas Cowboys meme that's like been created in the last 24 hours. And I saw this one. It was like the 3 most annoying fan bases got eliminated from the playoffs in one day. It was the Eagles lost, the Cowboys lost, and Pittsburgh lost. So that was interesting. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm so glad I went to the game. I am very sad and heartbroken that the Cowboys lost. Ultimately, 14 penalties with like over 100 yards of penalties. You basically give them an entire drive. So at the end of the day, penalties are a huge issue there. I do wish, and I stand by what I said. That last play, I wish that referee was more on top of Dak to try and get that ball. I wish. And I kind of wish we didn't do a draw, but we do what we did. Maybe if Dak went down a hair earlier, but there's so many like what ifs. It's like, okay, if they went down earlier, if like blah, 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 but so I'm still kind of down bad right now a little bit, but oh well.